Hey everyone! Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Diorshow Extase Mascara. I'll be doing photo ready tomorrow-ish, maybe. First thing I wanted to say was thank you to all of you who've entered my contest so far. For the rest of you, there's six days left. So I'd like to see a review. I'd like to see a video or a comment from some of you. So you've got 6 days. It's ending at midnight my time, on Sunday the 11th. So hopefully I'll see some comments from you. But anyway, on to the review. Oh yeah, and I'll be posting a link there, so you can go click on it after this video, or during this video if you get really bored. But anyway, the Diorshow Extase. This is what the product looks like. The packaging is pretty much the same as most Diorshow mascaras, except that it's gold to reflect the gold nylon fibres that are in the brush of the mascara, which I'll come to in a bit. What I will say is that this mascara does have, when you screw it closed, it clicks. So you know when your mascara is securely closed and as airtight as it possibly can be. However, my mascara is so clogged up with excess product that it doesn't click anymore, so I can't even demonstrate that because that's the main rant about this product. But I'll come to that in a bit as well. But anyway, I'll show you the brush first, seeing as there's not much to say. It's a tube of mascara, I mean. So this is what we get with the brush. It is designed on the tiered couture dresses of the House of Dior, according to their marketing blurb. What that means is that we get a spirally brush and we get bumps like a caterpillar, which is good. I like the brush. I have no problem with the brush. I have a problem with the stopper and the design of the bottle, because when I take this brush out the bottle, I get so much excess product that it gives me about 4 eyelashes, literally. It clumps so badly that I have to get another mascara, like Diorshow Iconic, and I have to comb through the lumps, because my mascara comb is not going to cope with those clumps, seriously. So yeah, it needs a better stopper, because this stopper is clearly too lenient and is not removing excess product whatsoever. So what you do end up with is a brush completely loaded with product. It clumps instantly upon application, and that really irritates me. How could they fall so badly on one of the first steps? I mean, the mascara itself is beautiful, but the execution is terrible. It really is. So the mascara is time consuming because I have to wipe off the mascara each time. It's messy because the bottle gets messy, because look, I don't know if you can see, but there are clumps of mascara all the way around my bottle, because all the mascara, I try and wipe it off inside the bottle, and then it squidges down and it makes my mascara messy, it makes my hands messy, and that annoys me. Also, because there's so much product in the brush, I make a lot more mistakes. I get clumps on my eyelid, and that irritates me as well, especially when I've got eyeshadow on and I've spent ages blending my eyeshadow, and then it gets wrecked by the stupid brush and the stupid stopper. So you need to be careful with this mascara. But if you wipe the brush off, it does deliver on its claims. It really does lengthen, and it really does separate, and it really does give just the right amount of volume for me, so I'm happy with that. And it does have in it black elastomer fibres for brushing and defining your lashes, and it has gold nylon fibres to deposit formula. I can't really say much about either of those because I'm not an expert and I'm not very good at analysing marketing spiel, so. But what I will say about the product, which is probably the most important part, it's a thick, wet formula. My laptop's starting to take off now, the fan's going so, sorry. But it's a really thick, wet formula. It's thicker than the original Diorshow and it's wetter. It is as black as the original Diorshow. It's not as black as Blackout. It does come out very black, but I do find that it dries a little bit greyer in the light. But you can use this mascara two ways. You can use it with another mascara, or you can use it on its own. I've used it both ways accidentally. When in the early days of using this, when I didn't realise that I should be wiping off the brush, and I was getting about 60 clumps, like huge, gigantic clumps, I would use my Diorshow Iconic to comb through my lashes. So I have used it with another mascara. Whether or not that's effective or not, I have no idea. I can see personally no difference in between using 2 coats of this on its own and a coat of this and another mascara. But it is supposed to be a flash plumping mascara, so I mean it may work for you to use 2 different mascaras. For me, I can see absolutely no difference. So in the mascara, and this is where I get into uncharted marketing territory of which is like a litany of made-up names. We've got spherical shaped black pearl pigments for 3D volume. Metamorphosis powders. This I feel ridiculous. Metamorphosis powders, which expand up to 50% after application, and then we've got SR38 patented Ceramed to care for your lashes and reconstruct damaged lashes. Okay, so dealing with those one by one. Spherical shaped black pearl pigments for volume. The volume is good on this mascara, but it's not as good as Diorshow Blackout, say. It's not the most volumizing mascara. What it does is give me enough volume, as opposed to when I'm using the Diorshow Iconic, which does not give me volume at all. It just gives me length. I feel like this is would be the result if Diorshow Iconic and Diorshow Blackout had a baby. Just the right amount of volume and perfect length. Really, really lengthening and lovely. So volume, yes, to some extent it does volumize your lashes, but then to some extent so does every mascara, because you're coating your lashes with some kind of black gloop. I mean, they are going to get a bit thicker. But it does definitely volumizes much more than the Diorshow Iconic. So, yes. This is the perfect amount of volume for me. Its main forte is lengthening, though. It's definitely a really good lengthening mascara. When I put this on, my lashes are sky high and they look amazing. And that's only with a couple of coats, and they look about 10 times longer than they actually are. That's a huge exaggeration, you know what I mean. But when you look in the mirror and you actually notice that your lashes look long, that's when you know that you found a mascara that's perfect for you. This is what's happening with this mascara. Even Kiwi notices that my lashes look ridiculously long after I put this on, and Kiwi doesn't notice anything, really. So, apart from, he never notices good, really, really good, or really, really bad, like Petals and Peacock's lipstick when he got the face. So, with this, he's actually noticed and been impressed by my lashes, which, for him to actually take an interest, that's quite a feat. And it sounds like a ridiculous cliche, but my lashes actually do feel like they're in better condition. My lashes do feel stronger, they do feel a bit thicker and a bit longer, and I have been noticing that because when I curled my lashes and didn't put any mascara on, they actually did look a lot longer and nicer than normal. And my lashes are quite straight, and they're not the thickest of lashes, but they're okay. So for them to look like that, I was quite impressed. So maybe it is reconstructing my lashes, because I feel quite impressed so far. But anyway, mascara does not smudge or transfer under my eyes. It lasts me the whole day. But I don't have oily eyelids, so for those who have oily eyelids, it may well do. But for me, it works fine. Mascara removes easily and does not irritate. For people that have sensitive eyes, this may not be a mascara for you. However, I know that my mum, she has like dry, sensitive eyes, and she gets massive reactions to Diorshow mascara. So for you, this may not be a mascara that will benefit your eyes. And for me, this mascara does not hold a curl whatsoever. I was kind of disappointed, but I think that if they made a waterproof version of this, I would be in heaven and it would be my holy grail. However, the price is $21.50. I believe in the US it's slightly more expensive and it's $28. In the UK at least it's the same price as the regular Diorshow mascara range. My conclusion is that I think this is actually verging onto Holy Grail territory for me. It lengthens amazingly and it volumizes, but the execution of this mascara is so poor. But to be honest, the benefits do outweigh the problems with this. I can cope with wiping off my mascara if I get the results that I am getting with this mascara, and the results are pretty damn good. I wish I had some pictures to show you, but I'm not a photographer. I can't take pictures, seriously. My holiday snaps are a photographer's idea of hell. I cannot take photos. But suffice to say, I really love this mascara. I think you should give it a go if you've got a bit more time on your hands. If you've not, then don't, because it will waste your time. So hopefully you found this helpful, and hopefully you had a lovely Easter. Bye!